the 2023-24 snowboarding season here in the Canadian Rockies. Ski results open tomorrow and I'm so stoked. So today I am coming on here to show you a little bit of a snowboarding gear haul that I have purchased for this upcoming season. I'm going to show you everything I've bought and give you a complete rundown of my setup for this year. First things first, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Caitlin and I've been living in the Canadian Rockies for the last 2 years now. This is my third season here and I have had the same gear since before I moved to Canada. I've only ever had one bib and one jacket. And this year I finally decided it was time to treat myself, get some new stuff, and I'm pretty happy with what I've bought. So I'm gonna run you through everything and let you know what I'm riding and wearing this upcoming season. So to start off, one of my favorite purchases so far this season are these pants from 686. Now these are the men's Dojo pants and they are so comfortable. I've never had pants. I've always ridden in a bib, which is like your overall style get up. Now I did buy one of those as well this season, but these pants are so comfortable. Like, I think the fact that they're men's, they just have a little bit more room and give to them. I find a lot of female fitted gear is just too tight, too restrictive. I don't want to be held back by the clothes that I'm wearing. So I'm so excited to get out and wear these. They have like a cinched waist with the drawstring. And then they also have these like cuffed bottoms. It is all like a cream brown color. Really, really cool. They've got the insulation vents on the inside here, which I really like. So to go with these pants, I bought this jacket, which I'm going to show you now. So the next thing I got is this DC Women's Chalet pullover jacket. Now I have never had a pullover that doesn't have like the front zip, like not a full jacket before. So I'm excited to give this a go this winter season. But it has like the full zip up on the side, so you can unzip it all the way here. Super easy to get on and off. And I really like the split tone design of it. So I think it's gonna go really well with the Dojo pants I have, which are like the cream color, similar to this one as well. But yeah, I like the multiple pockets. I think it's gonna be really fun, really good fit. It is a 10K waterproofing, which is not super high, but it doesn't get that wet out here in the Rockies, so I think it's gonna be good. While we're on the topic of jackets, I also got this ladies Revert jacket from Airblaster. Now, this one is a little bit different for me. It's very different to anything I've ever had before or worn in general, because it is more of a cropped style. So this is the full jacket here. It stops just below my hip bones, but I find it so comfortable. Like even for a jacket just to wear around town, it is like so comfortable. I can move so freely. And I kind of like that it doesn't come over the bum and the hips, because sometimes that can like start pulling if you're sitting down or trying to like do tricks or move. I think this is gonna be really good. It doesn't have all the functionality that I would want in like a really good snowboarding jacket. Like it doesn't have the arm pocket for your pass or many pockets in general. Like it is, oh, it's got one up here. It is more of a very simple fit, but I do think it is so comfy and I am really excited to wear this one. Next up is a bib purchase that I was so excited about. Now, for a little context, I find shopping for snow gear and bibs especially so hard. I am 5'9", so I'm pretty tall, so I find like I need space around my thighs. I like the freedom there, but then it gets so tight and so uncomfortable, and it's just, I don't know. I think so many bibs are just not made for everyone, so it's really hard to find a specific one. So in the past, I had a different Volcom bib. This one I purchased is also Volcom, so I'll go through that in a second. But the last one I had, I did really love it, but the only things that I found didn't really suit me is that it was the style where it's really tight around your thigh and then it fans out around the bottom of your leg, like a flare sort of design. And it was great for what I needed. I got it secondhand when I first came to Banff because I didn't need anything fancy, and there's literally nothing wrong with it. The only reason I'm upgrading is because the butt on that bib has worn out so much just from use and sitting down and falling down and all the things that happen when you're still learning. So it was time to upgrade and time to get something better. Now I have stuck with Volcom. I love Volcom. I tried on so many different brands, and this bib has me so excited. So this bib here is a Volcom women's Creston bib, and I am in love with it. It is so good, and I'm gonna run you through a few features that I really like about this bib. For me, an absolute must-have with a bib is stretchy straps. Now, it doesn't have to be this stretchy material necessarily, but with an overall style design, as soon as you sit down, it starts kind of pulling, right? So with these straps, at least you can wear it firm, but if you're sitting down or you're moving or you're doing tricks or anything that kind of comes naturally with snowboarding, you need something that has give and has flexibility and allows you to move. So that is a must for me. One thing I really didn't like about my old bib is that it had a bottom zip so you could go to the toilet without taking it off, but it was very narrow. It was very uncomfortable, and I actually never used it after the first couple of times because it was so inconvenient, because you could unzip it, but to be able to actually maneuver your pants and thermals underneath was just impossible. So this Volcom bib, I think they figured that out because it has the same thing, right? It has a bottom zip that goes all the way across so you can do it. My last one probably stopped about there. This one, they have come all the way around to the front on both sides. You can unzip this almost completely and actually go to the toilet in it, which is a life changer when you're on the hill. All right, so I've got the bib on now. The one thing I love about this is that the pants are not tight. I always like to size up in my gear so I have the flexibility to either wear more layers underneath it or just have that freedom on the hill. Because of that, this does run a little bit big on me, but there's nothing a stretchy belt will not fix. But it is so comfortable. Like for a women's fit, it's fairly straight leg, kind of balloons a little bit at the bottom, but I really like it. Like going up on the hill, you just need gear that works for you, that is functional and is comfortable. If you're just getting into snowboarding too, I think there's a lot of people that are either really bib or really pants. I like having a bib because on those like powder days, it helps just make sure snow doesn't get in anywhere it shouldn't a little bit more. And I do like having that reassurance compared to pants, which might like fall down a little bit or there's not as much overlap with the pants and the jacket. But I'm really excited to have both this season. So I think that's gonna be really, really cool. Now, before I move on, I do really quickly want to mention this jacket. Now, this is a Burton jacket, and this is the one that I've had for the last 2 years. I will still be riding it this season. It is such a good quality jacket. Like it does everything. It's so warm, it's all rounder, it has a zip on the front so you can open it up if you get hot. It's got this little fluffy insulation. I love it. It's still 100% one of my go-tos. So I've got like a longer style, which is this one. I've got my shorter cropped one, and then I have a pullover. So I think I am pretty set for the winter. But honestly, the quality in these Burton ones is just phenomenal. Like I think there's a small little tear somewhere, just from, you know, wear and tear over the last couple of years. Not that they can even see it, but it has lasted so long. So I'm interested to see how the other gear holds up in comparison. But this is my ride or die. I love this jacket. It was just time for some different colors. Moving away from clothing, another thing I got this winter is a new pair of goggles. So I got these dragon goggles. They are last season, I believe. So I got them 30% off, which is amazing because they are brand new. I'll take them out of the package and we can have a look. So these are the goggles I opted to go with this season. I have had the same pair of goggles since I started riding, and they, let me tell you, they are scratched, they are horrible, and it's not anything to do with the goggles. It's just the fact that I didn't look after them, and it's just time for an upgrade. Like they just fog up so much, and it is so hard to see whenever it's low light. So a good pair of goggles is totally worth it. So I got these ones. I don't know a whole lot about them, but they do have quite good reviews, and it also came with 2 lenses. Now I've never had 2 lenses. I've always just made it do with the one, but they are so easy to change. So there's this little clip on the side here, and you just pop it and the lens comes out. So once you pop both the sides, the lens literally just comes out. And then it also came with a second lens for those more sunny days. So you literally just put it on and then lock it back in. I think that is so easy. So many goggles are really hard to change the lens on, but that is like a breeze. So I'm excited to give these a go. Normally I go for something a little bit more colorful. The other lens is just plain black, but hopefully it'll look cool on the hill. To wrap up today's video, I want to quickly chat to you about boards. Now, when I started riding, I had a GNU Ladies Choice. It was a 148.5, and it was a great board to learn on. I bought it back in Australia. Granted, paid a lot more for it than I think I should have if I bought it over here. But that is what I rode for the first year and a half. It was great. It did me so well. Last season though, Tristan bought me this Nitro Fate. Now this is a sick board. Last year we didn't get to ride it a whole lot though. The season here was just not great, and we didn't have a season pass for the local mountains, so we didn't go up a whole lot. So I'm excited to get back on this board this year. So this is a 153. I've upgraded in size quite a bit, but something really exciting happened about a week ago now. As you can tell, this board is still in its plastic, but I actually won this at an event in town. So Rude Boys is one of my favorite snowboarding gear stores in the town of Banff. If you are coming to Banff for a ski season, absolutely go there. They have their main storefront, but then down in Sundance Mall, they also have a discount clearance store from older season gear, all brand new still. So I got a lot of my gear from this haul there, almost everything except for one jacket. I got at the Rude Boys store. Their staff are phenomenal. They help you so much. And then I even got my goggles down at the clearance store. So they are my go-to. But they had a Nitro sponsored event at High Rollers, a bar in town last week, and I actually won a snowboard. So I now have the Nitro Drop. It has a bit of a bigger nose. The bindings are set back. It is meant to be more of a directional. A powder board is what I'm planning to use it for. It's still meant to have really good all mountain capabilities. It's a 152, so it's 1 centimeter shorter. But now I have 2 boards and I am so stoked. I need to go buy some bindings for this. I haven't got around to that yet. But the snow is falling here and it is time to get ready for the season. So that is my full setup. That is everything that I will be wearing and riding this season. I hope that has been interesting, maybe helpful. I'm still very new at this. I just get what I like and what feels good and what works for me. So hopefully something works for you in this, but everything that I have, I'm so excited about, and I'm so excited to get out riding. So thank you for following along this video. I will see you guys out on the slopes very soon. Make sure you subscribe and I will see you next time. Bye.